I'd heard the term progressive overload for a long time before I actually started using it correctly. Like before I even started really lifting seriously, everyone was telling me, "Oh yeah, progressive overload. Make sure you progressively overload. Make sure you progressively overload." And no one really tried to explain it to the fullest. They kind of gave the rope concept of it, but no one really went into details about how to actually use it in most videos. So I've kind of spin my wheels for a long time, not really growing that much, not really improving from week to week, staying at a relative same strength until I actually checked that concept, until I actually understood, until it actually clicked and actually started using it. And that's when I started growing in a way that I never did before, gaining strength in a way that I never did before. And since I've been understanding this concept more and more, I've been realizing that it shouldn't only be used in strength training, but this philosophy is a philosophy that can be used in your life in general, in other areas of your life, in other areas of your self improvement, like social skills, ability to flirt with the opposite sex, learning skills, productivity. So many areas can be impacted if you actually understand this concept and actually use it. So progressive overload is basically just increasing the difficulty of something from session to session. So last time you did this, next time you try to do this. Last time you did this, next time you try to do this. So in the gym, it's basically just adding one rep or adding weight from session to session. So what I've been doing recently is that I've been using progressive overload in other aspects of my life. So with cold showers and meditation. So what I'm doing is I'm adding, when it comes to cold showers, I'm adding 5 seconds to my cold showers every single day. So right now I'm on 1 minute, and I started doing this last week on Tuesday. And right now I'm on 1 minute, and tomorrow I'm going to do 1.5 minute and 5 seconds. So I started last Tuesday with 30 seconds, and I just added 5 seconds every single day. And it's been working very well. And instead of making just big jumps of 30 seconds, 10 seconds, making just small jumps makes it already difficult. I feel it. It's difficult already. But it's actually a sustainable growth. A sustainable growth curve. So I hope it really makes sense. And I've also been using it with meditation. I've just been adding 10 seconds of meditation every day. I started with 10 minutes. Now I'm on 10 minutes and 40 seconds. Just 10 seconds every day, 10 seconds every day, 10 seconds every day. Because I noticed I was the amount of meditation I was doing was very inconsistent. On some days I was doing 10 minutes, and then on other days I was doing 5 minutes, and then I was doing 20, then I was doing 15, then I was doing 3 minutes. It was kind of annoying. I wanted to have a consistent growth, like when it comes to my strength training. So I went down to 10 minutes and decided to just add 10 seconds every day until I reach like 20 minutes or 30 minutes of meditation. And it would take some time. It would probably take around, yeah, it would take some time. It would take some time. It would take a few months even to reach 20 minutes. But I'm ready. I think it's way better to actually progress in this way. Of slowly making small jumps every session, every session, then just going and doing the same amount and then making a big jump and then making another big jump. I think it's kind of dumb. We wouldn't do that in the gym at all. You wouldn't just do 50 kilos on bench press every session for 5 reps for 5 weeks, and then one day just say, okay, let's do 70 for 7 reps or something like that. That's pretty dumb. You would not do that in the gym. And I think this progressive overload philosophy works very well for other aspects of life. That's what I've noticed. So if you can really, really master this and use it correctly in other areas of your life, I think you can really go far in some improvement because it will help you to make small jumps, progressively make the things you do harder and harder and harder to increase the amount of progress, increase your comfort zone, increase your threshold, whilst being able to stay consistent with it. So that's why we recommend you to make small jumps. Make small jumps that are barely noticeable every session. So if it's a habit that you do every day, make small jumps that are barely noticeable, and over time it will just accumulate. it will really, really accumulate over time. And don't make sure you make the same jump. Like you don't make sure you don't vary the amount by which you increase the quantity or quality of the activity you do. So don't do 5 seconds. Don't jump by 5 seconds one day, and then next day you jump by 30, like increase by 30 seconds. No, just choose one. Just say, okay, I'm gonna increase it by 5 seconds every day until I reach a certain goal. Or you could say, okay, I'm gonna increase it by 5% every day. But that's don't overcomplicate it. Just stay simple with the concept. Just really stay simple with it and pick a certain number. It can be 5 seconds, 10 seconds, and just increase it by that. And it doesn't have to be. Doesn't have to be mm, time. You don't have to increase it by time. It can be by other things. So just make sure you actually stick with it. Don't make changes or jumps that are way too big for you to actually sustain it. Like I said, make changes that are barely noticeable, but over time will accumulate. Increasing my meditation by 10 seconds every day is really not a big change. You don't really notice it from session to session. But after a whole week, it's an extra 70 seconds every week to your meditation. After 4 weeks, it's an extra 20, 2,800 seconds to your meditation after a whole month. So it actually accumulates. Oh no, 280 seconds after. Oh wait, no, 2,000, something like that. Either 280 or 2,800. But really make sure you don't make big changes every session. Just make small, barely noticeable changes. But do it regularly. And at some point, you just see, bro, you'll be so much better at what you do. So yeah, don't worry from comfort. Chase it.